you know what? The suspension is superb. A lot of bikes have got rubbish mirrors. Right guys, I'm just popping through town to check out the Multistrada, see how she feels in traffic, bit of filtering, slow speed stuff. The first part of the video was a couple of days ago, Sunday, and now it's Tuesday. I'm supposed to be getting my monster back today. I was going to do a ride back to the dealer to pick up the monster, but it needs a new Bluetooth module. So yeah guys, what I'm doing is going out for a run, doing a little loop round, not to DUCATI because my bike's not ready to pick up, which is no problem, and it's a nice day. I've got it, I did have it in urban mode, but I seem to find that takes down some of the power, so I've actually put it into touring mode, which is full power. I think it's full power, and the throttle's a lot softer. In sport mode the throttle's really snatchy, really jerky, but if you were giving it some on a fast road it would be perfect. I'll put it in sport mode later. I was playing around with the modes at home, so I now know how to do them without not looking where I'm going. Sun is so low, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I should have worn my other helmet with a peak. I didn't think. Damn it. It's very low in the sky, very, very low. This bike in town actually feels easier to ride than my Africa Twin because it's a little bit lower. When I'm moving it off the stand it feels a lot heavier than the Africa Twin, but when I'm on the move it feels a lot lighter. Very strange. Not sure how that actually works, but no, stay there. Yeah, on the move it feels very, very light, very light. Deceivingly light for the actual weight of the bike. You guys have to check out the DUCATI website for the actual weight of this bike. A couple of things while I'm in town. I'm not going fast and it's a bit quieter. I noticed the tyres are Pirelli Scorpion Trail 2s, the same tyres I fitted to my Africa Twin, and they are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Even the guy that picked up my bike from Honda the other day rode it back from my house to the dealership to get his new wheels fitted. That's another completely different story. I'll chat about that another time. He said the tyres felt so much better than the standard ones. And he rides a lot of bikes, I guess. And he's right, they are brilliant. And my bro's got them on his Super Adventure S as well. They're very, very good tyres. Very good. And to be fair, this has even got an off-road enduro mode on the screen. Who's going to take these bikes off-road with standard tyres? You have to be a bit bonkers to do that. I did it once on Africa Twin and it's horrendous. Wet grass, mud, tyres are shockingly bad off-road. Do not attempt it, anybody, unless you're going to fit some knobbly tyres. The enduro version of this, obviously that's better off-road, better ground clearance and stuff. But yeah, God, I don't see why you'd ever take this off-road. Not in the state this is in now. Standard mode with normal tyres, and no way. No way. Right, well, so I was fiddling around with the screen, and it's so adaptable. You can do the preload. Suspension's got about 8 settings, from soft to very firm. When I put it in sport mode the other day, it went really firm. And I realised in the sport mode the suspension was set in firm mode. I've actually changed it to soft, which I guess it's in now. So now it shouldn't in theory, change when I put it into sport mode. The throttle response will change and maybe the power, but nothing else will. So you can adjust it for a pillion, a luggage, all sorts of things. It's superb. Very, very, very good screen. It is about 18 grand, or maybe more than that, I'm not too sure. Again, you guys can find out on the Ducati website, but yeah, it's a lot of money. There's a Pikes Peak one in the showroom. I think it's brand new. I'm not sure if it's registered. And it's, yeah, it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing in the colour scheme. But the downside to the Pikes Peak version is it's over 21,000. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. And I think the Pikes Peak, you obviously get the colour scheme, light, much scenic wheels, full Termi system. I think it's a lot of money. It's a couple of grand over this. I guess it's worth it for the pipe and the colour scheme. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I love it. So it looks lovely, but it's a lot of dosh. A lot of dosh. When you compare this to my Bro Super Adventure and my buddy Matt's S1000 XR, I think their bikes were hitting around the 13 to 14,000 mark. They did get discount, I guess, and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but it makes this bike seem very expensive. But this has got a very premium feel to it, I must admit. Is it worth the extra over those kind of bikes? Maybe it is. I don't know. Ducati, come on, you know, this is the S model, give it some heated grips as standard. You know, little things like that for the money should be standard. So yeah, that's the only thing really I can think of that's missing on this, is heated grips. I don't know if you can get a heated seat for this as well, I'm not sure. You can fit a few carbon parts to it. My Bro has just fitted a Krapovich tailpipe to his Super Adventure. I must admit, and I hate saying this, I don't know if you can see that, the mirrors on this are really vibey. This is the one bike in the range of Ducatis that needs to have proper stable mirrors. I've not got much vibration through the handlebars, so these mirrors look really, really solid, but they're really vibey. When I'm off the throttle and I'm slowing down, they're fine, but as soon as I give it a little bit of gas, look, you see, can't see I can see what's behind me, but it's not very clear. So Ducati, sort your mirrors out. A lot of bikes have got rubbish mirrors. The thing is, you don't fit bar ends to a bike like this. It's not that kind of bike. So yeah, they need to sort those mirrors out. Just want to run over the pros and cons of this bike. It's not cheap, but it does feel very premium. I must admit, it does feel really, really good. It's comfortable for the shorter rider. The seat's very adjustable. The TFT screen's good. The windscreen's good. Yeah, riding position, power, delivery, brakes. I can't really fault anything on this bike, bar the vibey mirrors and the lack of heated grips. But those two things, they're no deal breaker. They wouldn't put someone off buying this bike. No way, no way. I think, and as I said, that rival-wise, it's only got BMW XR that Matt has, Gary's Super Adventure S. There's not many other bikes out there that are like this, sort of touring sports orientated. And I will give Gary's a go now it's running, but I'm not sure how fast it will feel compared to this, but this is quick. I'm in third now. That is quick. It's one of the quickest bikes I've ridden, 100%. It's not obviously V4 Panigale quick, but it's fast. I'm not even giving it full throttle and not revving it high as well. Do you know, I've just realised there's no rev counter. I'm sure you can configure it to work like that, but I can't see. No, it's very odd. Right guys, just stopped here for a second and there's no one around. Have a little chat about the bike. I'm not sure about this colour. I think I'd go for a red one. You can get red, white or grey. I do like the wheels normally to be a bit dark and that they're a bit gold. It's not really my thing. I guess if you had this bike you'd probably fit the smaller termy pipe, and you'd probably fit a tail tidy somehow there. Not sure how that'd work with that back light, and you'd get rid of that mud guard there too. But bar that, there's not much you would do to change this bike. It's very good. See, there's the sucker mount I used. I hit some high speeds with that, and it was brilliant. Never failed. A little bit vibey, but I can't put the sticky mounts on these bikes when they're not mine. Yeah, I like the front. I just think it's a very, very smart bike. Can't really fault it, looks wise. I guess some people would say that the front's it's got a bit of a beak on it, but I think it looks good. And I'll probably get rid of the screen, and I'd probably change it to a little carbon screen. That's probably it. Evotech radiator guard. There's not much you can do to it really. Yeah, it's a great looking bike. Really, really good. Right, let's jump back on her and head home. Do you know what? When you're chucking it around a corner, it feels near enough as light as my Monster. I guess engine size wise, there's not much difference in it. It's obviously a bigger bike, but it doesn't feel heavy. I can see why people like these kind of bikes, because they do feel. I could just hang off it, just get it around that corner. It doesn't shake its head or anything, it just goes. It's deceptively fast. Because of the screen, there's no wind on you here a little bit. So I've got it in its lowest position a little bit on my head, but on my helmet, but not bad. You just don't realise how fast you're going. This really is quick. Across Europe, no problem on this. Be super comfy. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we're turning off somewhere here. Is it here? No, it's someone's driveway. Someone's entrance to their... Right, we're going to go down now the bumpiest road that I know around here, just to see how the suspension feels. I've got it in sport mode to be fair, and I think the suspension did stay in the soft medium mode. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Let's see how she feels down here. Problem is, if you have a bike set up too soft, it chucks you all over the place. And same again if it's too firm. It's just it's jarring, it's horrible. So I think... Oh no, this is a bumpy road, I tell you. Really bumpy. Probably can't make it out in the video, but it's bumpy. Really bumpy. Oh, this bike, do you know what? The suspension is superb. I'm not actually going that slow down here either, and it feels, yeah, very, very good. Very, very impressive. I'm not sure if it's fully adaptive on the fly, or it's just that when you put it into a different setting, it obviously adjusts itself then. I don't know, not sure. But back there, that is a seriously bumpy road, and it felt spot on. It felt probably even better than my Öhlins that set up on my Monster S, my 1200 Monster S. Yeah, this soaks up the bumps really, really well. It's concerned from a comfy cruiser into a bit of a raging beast. Bloody hell. And I can't tell how hard I'm revving it. Not that, probably using about 3/4 of the revs because I haven't got a rev counter on there, as I said earlier. I guess you can configure it to have a rev counter on it showing on the screen, but I don't know. Right guys, so to sum up, great bike. If you're in the market for this kind of thing, give this a go. And I'm guessing at some point in the next couple of years they're probably going to fit the V4 engine to this. They've already said they're going to, but it might be a couple of years away. So yeah, you could wait for the V4 in a couple of years, but this is a great bike. This is better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit of a heavy old lump, but it's not. It's no. When I was getting out of my garage, it did feel heavy, as I said. But as soon as you get going, as soon as you're on the move, no issues at all. No issues. Spot on. The problem with the Pikes Peak version is that it hasn't got adaptive suspension. It's got a full set of Öhlins, which I'm sure is superb, but I do like the way you can change the settings on this. So I would be swayed, if I could afford it, I'd probably still go for this over the Pikes Peak. You can put a sticker kit on the red one if you wanted to, and turn it into a bit of a sort of Pikes Peak look-alike, which could look a bit stupid maybe, I don't know. But I think, yeah, I think the suspension on this is sublime. It's just spot on. Absolutely spot on. Maybe I could trade in my Africa Twin for something like this. Probably find one that's a year old, that's a little bit cheaper. And bearing in mind, I would use whatever bike I've got, I would use it every day in the winter. Would this hold up to a salty, cold, icy winter as well as the Africa Twin did? Now I've had its new wheels fitted on it, it's corrosion free. I did ACF 50 it, but I don't know if this would hold up quite as well. The Italian bikes aren't known for their resistance to the bad weather. I don't know. I guess if you ACF 50'd it, you'd probably be fine. Oh no, typical train. Ducati are the masters of their standard pipes sounding really good. Most bike standard pipes sound awful. Ducati somehow seem to make their bikes, listen. It sounds, you probably can't pick it up on this stupid GoPro, but it does sound sweet already as a standard. You get a little termy pipe on that, on this, it would yeah, it'd sound even better. It does sound good. Really good. Right guys, time to wrap up this vid. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions, give me a shout. Thanks to the guys at Ducati for the loan of this bike, Ducati Cambridge. Check them out if you're in the area. Great guys, lots of bikes to test out. Really, really helpful and friendly. I'll do some other reviews in the next couple of weeks of some more Ducatis maybe, and my bro's Super Adventure S, so watch this space. Oh, and I will do a video of the CRF 250. It's gone for its service today, but I promise I will do a video of that soon. I keep just forgetting, not getting time to do it. Now it's at its service, I can take it for a proper run and have a chat about it anyway. Alright guys, take it easy and I'll see you next time. Cheers.